run. Alex Jones and the GCN Radio Network.
Listen up, friends. This is Alex Jones with key information. The mainstream media is now admitting that we're going into a depression. Don't be dependent on the government for you and your family. You need to get your own supply of high-quality storable foods from efoodsdirect.com. They're the best company out there, the longest continually operating, with a ton of great food to choose from. It's all fresh, made on a monthly basis, not some old cruddy food they're selling you like some of the other guys. Try their new Evacuation Pack, a 2-week supply of delicious, easy-to-fix food. It comes with all the equipment you need to prepare it. With open talk of a strike on Iran in the next 3 months, the crisis in the Gulf, and possible evacuations, get yourself and your family ready today. The place to go is efoodsdirect.com. Go to their website online right now, efoodsdirect.com/Alex, or call 800-409-5633. Again, on the web, efoodsdirect.com/Alex, or give them a call at 800-409-5633.
You may be arrested and or subject to other police action.
Tyranny is here. The grim future foretold in 1984 has become reality.
It really says that the state is God.
The United States is now recognized globally as one of the most oppressive police states on earth. This film conclusively proves the existence of a secret network of FEMA camps, now being expanded nationwide. This documentary exposes how the continuity of government program has established an all-powerful shadow state. Police State 4 chronicles the sickening depths to which our republic has fallen. Prepare to enter the secretive world of emergency dictatorship. Body scanners, sound cannons, citizen spies, stage terror, and cameras on every street corner. It's only the beginning of the New World Order's hellish plan. The police state isn't coming. It's here. Secure your copy today at Infowars.com or see it online in the highest quality at PrisonPlanet.tv.
You've heard Alex explain how the Silver Lungs generator infuses the respiratory system with your self-produced colloidal silver solutions, yet many are unaware of the entire function of the Silver Lungs system and how it has been designed to deliver your silver solutions anywhere in or on the body. My name is Mario Cifaldi, and I'm the developer of the Silver Lungs generator. Not only does the Silver Lungs system produce endless colloidal and ionic silver solutions, it also comes equipped with the proper applicators and devices needed to deliver your silver solutions directly to key target areas. This includes the eyes, ears, nose, lungs, topically to the skin, and orally for the digestive system. Be sure to watch our new 7-minute video tour of the Silver Lungs system at www.silverlungs.com to learn more about how the Silver Lungs system works. As well, we are always ready to answer any questions you may have. That's www.silverlungs.com.
We now take you live to the Central Texas Command Center and the heart of the resistance, rallying patriots worldwide. You're listening to The Alex Jones Show.
Dick Gregory's our guest, dickgregory.com. I mean, he's exposed it all, ladies and gentlemen. The murder of Ron Brown, the CIA drug trafficking. Now he's on 9/11, JFK, RFK, MLK. And we're going to definitely have him back up on a routine basis. We're really glad we got him on the show, because I've always liked Dick Gregory. I know that much of the black leadership are a bunch of paid-off foundation eugenicists who've done their job to make sure 51% of blacks haven't been born since 1973. And I want to bring that up with him before he leaves us today. Because, see, I look at a child, a black child, a white child, a Hispanic child, an Asian child. I may not like racists that are in all their groups that don't like me because of the color of my skin, but I love those children, ladies and gentlemen. And let me tell you something. I think about all those millions of dead black babies every day. But side issue, that it's big, though, and I want to raise that later. I want to tell you about a few sponsors that made today's show possible. I love this new sponsor, and I'm using it in my own home. We don't watch a lot of television. Mainly, DVDs. In fact, we're not even really hooked up to television. We have to put the rabbit ears on. But it's so hard to program a TV with all the adult channels that it doesn't seem to work. Well, this will do that very easily, and it's a power cop where the plug just goes into this little easy-to-use box. It's like a clock radio. I mean, I'm not very technical, and I know how to use it easily. We tested it out. We got it about 3 months ago, and now I approved it, and it's a sponsor. I have to approve each sponsor. We say no to more than 80% of the sponsors that come to us. So it makes it tough to fund our operation because we only promote things that I believe in. But parents, are your kids wasting away hours and hours watching TV or playing computer and video games? Are their grades slipping? Is your family time non-existent? If so, we have the answer. Get control back with the Power Cop. The Power Cop is an easy-to-use programmable device which limits the amount of time you allow them to use each day. So you don't have to watch them. You can say if you do all your chores and stuff, you get 1 hour of video games every 2 days or 1 hour of TV. The Power Cop is an easy-to-use programmable device which limits the amount of time they can watch. Childhood obesity is on the rise. Get your kids away from the screen and get them active again. Take control of your family with the Power Cop. 800-6941-COP. 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 Or go to thepowercop.com. One word, thepowercop.com. Great new sponsor. And lastly, I want to tell you about Diamond Gusset Jeans. The fabric's made here in the U.S. It's sewn here in the U.S., triple sewn, motorcycle jeans, regular jeans, shirts. They've got a lot of free deals right now. When you buy any one product, get a free Don't Tread on Me bandana that's made out of great gusset denim. GussetClothing.com, all made in America. GussetClothing.com or 888-8-GUSSET. 4-8 Gusset, G-U-S-S-E-T, Diamond Gusset Jeans. Check out all the great made in America products at GussetClothing.com or 888-8-GUSSET. Okay. I'm done with the great sponsors, but they make it all possible. Going back to Dick Gregory, civil rights icon, let's get in, continue with 9/11, your years of research, your main issues, why you're going on the hunger strike. Dick Gregory, you've got the floor. Break it down.
Now, what we left off was there was 343 firefighters that died that day, not counting the one that was injured. So if you look at the fire station, the company that was was one and a half blocks from the World Trade Center. So when they looked at the World Trade Center, because of the insurance company, there's 54,000 people that worked in that building. And so when you stop and think about with in the course of a day, 130,000 people would come in that building, not counting the workers. So if your smoke detector, the battery blow out at home, you go get another one. But because of the insurance in the World Trade Building, you can't just go get one. You have to call the fire department, and that company right around the corner would bring and come and fix it, and they send you a bill. That company would go a minimum of 50 times a day to the World Trade Building, a maximum of 75 times a day, every day. The day of September the 11th, not one firefighter from Company 7, a block and a half, was killed or injured. Now, somebody got to say, wait a minute, did somebody know something? All these firefighters come in, and we got 343 killed, not common, and not one killed or injured in a fire station a block away. So when you start looking at all of these things that hang out, too, that building was built really by Rockefeller. When Nelson Rockefeller was governor, you see, that area was the only area since the Depression that was an economic disaster. So Rockefeller decided when he was governor, he would ram a bill through to float bonds to build it. So he put it through. The bonds came out of his brother's bank, which was the Rockefeller Bank, to Chase Manhattan. So they built it, and it was like a white elephant. It couldn't take off. So because of Rockefeller's power and influence in the Republican Party and in America, they got every agency in Washington, D.C., especially to rent office space. That's how they fill that building up. And so consequently, the reason the Port Authority cops guarded, and a lot of Port Authority cops got killed. But let me tell you, if there's a bombing today at the Empire State Building, the Port Authority cops have no jurisdiction over that because that's not a state building. Now, think about when that building was blown up, it had been sold leased, which is sold. Now think about that nobody's talking about. If you have a World Trade building that is owned and financed by tax money in the state, then how are you going to lease it or sell it to somebody without having a bid? How are you going to lease it or sell it to somebody without anybody knowing this transition that happened? And so when they took Selma and let him lease it for 99 years, that means that the federal government now has no jurisdiction over it. So why was the Port Authority still guarding that building?
Well, they were also running a drill that day of Tripod 2 of the towers being attacked, so they were using that to make everybody stand down. They also went on the loudspeakers and told everybody stay at their desk because they needed somebody to get killed that day. This is all on record.
That's right. And so when you stop and look, and see, here's the funny thing. Everybody thinks, that Fox News is right and CNN is left. Let me tell you, at the top, all of them is the same. How come you don't hear nobody on Fox News talking about the Federal Reserve? How come you don't hear nobody saying what you just said? Is the New York Times and Fox News and CNN, are they that much dumber than us? When Kennedy was shot, his car turned down Elm Street. That car was not supposed to go down Elm Street. That decision was made a week before. Now, then if that car wasn't supposed to go down Elm Street, how did Lee Harvey Oswald know to get a job there if it wasn't coming there? So when you just look at the small pieces and you turn them around, the big mystery to me is with 54,000 people working in that building, and we know 3,000 plus was killed, X amount went to the hospital, you got 40-some thousand people that got away. How come nobody's never interviewed one of them? How come they don't say, well, on the 5th anniversary, we're going to bring the winner who beat it? We got 40,000 people that got away. How come we don't put them in a big football arena? How come it's such a mystery around the ones that got away?
How come most Americans say Building 7, what's that? And the news announced it had fallen in its own footprint an hour before, 25 minutes before. They said it's fallen from fires in its own footprint, a total collapse. That had never happened in history. Happened 3 times that day, and we have the footage. Multiple newscasts, police saying, get back, they're blowing it up. I mean, and that building was FBI, CIA, Port Authority. That was their command base.
That was the command base, and that didn't happen until 5:20 that evening. That kind of scary. We look at the top 2 buildings that fell. And let me tell you something else that you can pull up and look. The next day, that was on the 11/12th, on Wednesday, the San Francisco Chronicle ran a front page story where Mayor Willie Brown of San Francisco had been warned not to take that Tuesday morning flight into New York. Now, at the time, nobody said who warned him. We know now it was Condoleezza Rice. Now, that was a front-page story. Do you know no other paper ever ran that story? Now, you go back to that Friday, which would have been the 14th. They had another front-page story in the San Francisco Chronicle that said that ex-Secretary of State George Shultz had received information on September the 4th, September the 7th, that building was going to go. And nobody ran. Here you got the Secretary of State saying, yes, I had information. Front page story in the San Francisco Chronicle, and no other paper picked that up. You have put options and call options. Now, my grandmother wouldn't know what that is. That means that today you and I can bet that we believe that Sears and Roebuck stock going to go up, and we can put $30 million. If it goes down, we lose it. If it go up, we got a gravy train. On the day of September the 11th, there was 6,400 people that had bet the day before that the United Airlines stock would go down. There was 6,000 some people.
It was triple. It was triple the previous record put option, not just on airlines, but against American and United specifically. And then it came out in German papers. Buzzy Krongard, executive director of the CIA, his firm had made the majority of the bets.
Well, here's the problem. In order for you to make a bet, they have to know who you are so they can pay you off if you win or know who to collect it from if you lose.